Good morning, accounting students. It's me, Mrs. Moore, coming to you from my house. So just going to do a videotape and go through a few of the problems and what's going to happen this week. So first, sorry I won't be there today. So not going to be at school, but I will be back hopefully tomorrow. So that being said, I'm just going to walk through this week and what it looks like and go over the assignments. So hopefully it can be a better situation down in the commons. So I'm going to keep everything as is today. I'll be going through for you guys. Let me refresh that. I'll be going through application 3.4.1 and 3.4.2. If you have time and you want to start the mastery, I'm just going to preview that. I'm going to plan on taking a 5-point quiz, and I'll talk about that right before that's my daughter. 5-point quiz right before the end. And then we'll hold on, Libby. Oh, very cool. We'll go over the mastery problem and then start source documents. You'll see that there's two big summative assignments as well as our chapter test. So hopefully it'll help you with your grading class, which I noticed we're at 88.55. I'm not going to blame it on homecoming week, but we all know that got a little crazy. I'm peeking out my windows and see no toilet paper, so thank you. Appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it that way. Okay, to start, I'm going to walk through 3.4.1 application, just kind of show you the big picture, and then you can work. And obviously for me, I just want you guys to attempt this, as well as the static 3.4.2. So to start, this is the whole problem. So we're looking at the month of March. So the first example I'll go through would be the entry would say owner invests $5,000 in their business. So we're going to always put the date first, owner's name, capital account. We're going to look at the transaction and see that it is a receipt. Number one, we're going to credit capital, and that tells us here the account title, capital, and then we're going to debit cash. I am going to go down and show you number 13 right now. This would be sold services and we received cash for them. So received cash for sales. So again, we have March the 13th and we put in a post-ref check. Remember in the MindTap program, you're going to click the arrow down. It's a terminal summary. We're going to credit sales. We're going to debit cash. This is the whole problem. I'm just going to leave it up there for a second so you can kind of look at it or maybe pause the screen and come back to it. Last step, though, is going to be we're going to carry the information forward. So remember for that, we always put the last date of the previous entry. So we're going to put the 27th carried forward, and then we're going to total the columns. So if you want, you maybe want to jot down the totals and compare it. You will be proving both pages of the journal, so you may want to look at that at the end of the problem. We're going to put on here brought forward. I'm pretty sure on MindTap they put those auto-populate all those in there for you. So there's a few more entries, and they really just want you, they're intentional about putting 2 journal pages so you can see the carried forward, brought forward process. Then we're going to end on the 31st, our big knuckle debate with the dates of the month, but the 31st is March, and then we total those. Below, just a refresher from Friday, you want to make sure that your debit columns equal your credit columns, and I'll leave this so you can check your work. Same for the second page. And then we're going to compare our cash balance. So in this example, we see $0 at the beginning of the month. That's not usually typical, but we have received cash during the month. That's going to be, if you look up here, your cash debit, total cash, and then subtract out your cash credit. So the remaining cash balance for the month of March is $947. I'm actually going to kind of skip over 3.4.2, but I want to show you guys. It's just it's shorter, obviously a lot shorter than the problem before. It's the month of August, but I do want to just pause here so you can see totals and compare some of your work. when you're going through it. Remember, for the applications, they're all formative points. So just doing it and trying to do it how you think you would and getting it right or wrong, I think is just beneficial for everyone. So applications, just go through and complete the problem and then look back, because it will help you with the next problem. And most of the ones that I get incorrect, I'm better during the test on. The last thing is, if you want to start, I'm actually not going to go through all the entries and really don't want you to see all of them. But I'm going to take a second just to pause and put on information about, hold on, Livy, I'm almost done. Put on information about the totals. So this is page 1, page 2, and then our cash totals. So mastery problem will be graded summative. I should be back in time to go through source documents, so don't worry about that. Actually, please don't start it. I hope that at least gives you a good idea of what's going to happen tomorrow, and then just use your time effectively in the Commons. I know you don't need to be doing accounting the whole hour, but I would really appreciate just at least giving it a once over, so tomorrow we're not starting off without some traction. So this one I see 18%, so 4 of you have already submitted, so I'm not going to bug you. The rest of you, though, I'd love to see that submitted. And then one of you, who is it? Should we find out? One of you has finished the 3, 4, 2. So go through and work. This goes towards the 52 points. I would love to still offer credit for that, but we're going to see how today goes. If you have questions, you can reach me via email. I will check my computer throughout the day. So I'd love to see this back into the 96 where we were before. Quiz tomorrow. So for those of you watching the end of this, you can find out a little bit more, but it's just 5 points. And really what you're going to see in there is going to be 1 or 2 entries. So just the process of the entries and, what you need to do first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So first would be our date. Second is going to be our source document. So it's a receipt, it's a terminal summary. It could be a check, an invoice. And then you're going to put in your debit entry, your credit entry. One would be the account title. The other might be one of the special columns. And then lastly, we look to prove each journal page and then cash. So that's all the questions are going to be about, is really the 5-column journal. I hope you have a wonderful Monday. I hope you had a wonderful homecoming weekend, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you on Tuesday. So take care of yourself. Bye.